So before proceed for today, let's recap what we have done last 2 days in a very shortly. We started with LR parser design, right? The first one that we have seen is LR0. And we have seen that we have to design a state diagram, and from the state diagram we can draw a, what we can say, I can draw a state diagram. The state diagram, from the state diagram you can draw what we call LR0 parsing table. And in the LR0 parsing table, that we have also seen that there is a possibility to having a conflict. There are two types of conflicts, SR conflict and RR conflict. And then for overcoming the limitation of LR0, we have seen that SLR1 came. So what LR0 was saying, that LR0 was saying that when you will find a reduced entry, something like A to alpha dot, say it is a reduced entry. If you find a reduced entry, put this reduced production rule in all the column of that particular state number row. You don't need to think about a particular column. And that is why there was a high possibility to having a conflict, either SR or RR. Now what SLR1 was saying? SLR1 saying that okay, if you find a reduced move, don't put the reduced production rule in all the column of that particular row, rather you put in the follow of the left hand side of the production. That is, if you want to put the production rule A to alpha in a particular row, I will not put them in the every entry, entry of each and every column. Rather, I will put in the column which is basically the follow of left hand side, that is follow of A. And then we have seen that there was a possibility to minimize this LR and RR conflict. I am saying that minimizing SR and RR conflict, I am not saying that you can remove. Why? Because let's see, from now we will start with the SR and RR conflict of SLR1 parser. Okay. As we know that reduced entry should be put in the follow of left hand side. That means let's take a situation, say A to say dot A is there. I have one more entry, that is B2 alpha dot, and since I have a dot A over here, that means if I consider this is some ith state, say I, and it will go to another state due to this transition of A, and it will finally go to A dot, and other production rules there. I am not interested for that part. And say this part is, say Ij, and A2 and this B2 alpha dot, this particular production rule in the grammar, B2 alpha dot, this one, suppose some rule, ith rule, some kth rule, okay, kth rule, okay, kth rule is B2 alpha dot. So if you see how the table of this SLR1 parser state diagram will look like, if you forget about forget about the other state diagram, other states of the diagram, just see, we have, suppose we have, say, A, B, and dollar. These three are present, are terminals in my SLR1 parsing table. And in the ith entry, that means the ith entry, ith row, we know that this particular, due to this A, I'll have a shift from I to ij. So in this ith row, under ath column, I will write sj, because shift to jth state. That's why sj. Fine. Now see, I have to put this b2 alpha dot also, because this is a reduced move present in ith state. Now let's find out what is follow of b, because according to SLR1 parsing table, this reduced move should be placed not in each and every column, should be placed in the column of, in which column, which is basically follow of the left hand side, that is follow of b. So follow of b. Now assume if I find this follow of b contain a, then what will happen? Then according to the rule, this rkth production should be placed in ith row and under eighth column, because this particular production rule, the left hand side, that is b, the follow of b is basically a. So that's mean I will put in the eighth column. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see, we have a possibility of a conflict again over here. And this is, we all know that it is basically SR conflict. So what is the criteria of SR conflict in case of SLR1 parsing table? That is, if a problem is given to you and you have to find out whether there is a conflict in whether it is, it is possible to have a SLR1 parsing table or not, SLR parser is possible to design or not for a particular grammar, what basically we will do? Somehow we have to find a state in the state diagram for which it will, this type of situation occur, where after dot, what we have, for example, let's draw it in a circle. So after dot, what we have, if this one is follow of the left hand side of the reduced move present in the same state, then SLR1 parser is not possible to design because of SR conflict. If follow of B is not A, rather say follow of B was B or maybe dollar, doesn't matter. If follow of B was small b or dollar, then I will not put RK over here, I will put RK somewhere over here or here. And then it will be okay, fine, no conflict. But since if I find that follow of B contain the character which is basically a shift move for which a shift move is happening from II to ij, then I have a definitely chance of SR conflict. This is a situation, one situation. Let's take another situation. So we have one more situation. A situation is something like, suppose over here, because of some grammar, I found a state having production rule something like this, A to say alpha dot and A to beta dot. Okay. So this can be a possible state, say ith state again, and assume that A to alpha, this reduced move is rule number J, and sorry, it's not A, it should be B. B to beta, this particular reduced move is say rule number K. Okay. So that means if you consider the corresponding SLR1 parsing table for A, B and dollar over here, and I have a ith row because that is representing this ith state. You see, the rule of SLR1 parser say that don't put this reduced move A to alpha in each and every column, that means A, B and dollar. Rather, you put in the left hand, the follow of the left hand side, that is follow of A. Similar rule will be applied for this production rule also. So that means I have to find out what is follow of A and what is follow of B. Whatever is follow of A and whatever is follow of B depends on that I have to put. And now suppose situation is follow of A is A comma B, suppose, and say follow of B is somehow say dollar. If it is the situation, then it's okay, fine. I mean, I will put RJ over here and RJ over here because this A means this production rule. This production rule means Jth production rule, Jth reduced move. So RJ. And since follow of B is dollar only, that means under dollar only in ith row, I will put RK. No issue, no problem, fine. But somehow, if it happen that the follow of B contain something that is present in follow of A also, for example, say A and dollar, then I will have a problem because of this particular A, this RK must be present over here also. And now this situation will lead to what we call RR conflict. So that means in case of SLR1 parsing table, the criteria for RR conflict can be written as follow of B, follow of the say A, intersection follow of B must not be phi. If it is phi, that means there is no common element, so there is no problem. But if it is not phi, that means some common element is there, and because of that, you will have two reduced moves under the same column in a particular row. So let's try to solve a problem. Okay, so let us see. So that means one thing I can say that if a grammar is LR parsable, that means there was no conflict in case of LR parser. No RR conflict, if no SR conflict in case of LR. Now, since we are refining much more the parsing table in case of SLR1, that means one thing I can say that if LR0 parsing table does not have any conflict, means RR or SR, then SLR1 parsing table surely have no conflict. So let's solve a problem to find the relation between LR0 and SLR1. So let's see. Suppose the grammar is something like S2 or S2 BB BA A2 lambda A2 lambda. Oh, sorry. So if we have a grammar something like this, obviously I have to add a augmented production, that is S dash to S, and we have to convert this one as a LR0 item, that is dot at the beginning. So basically it will be something like this. So say it is I1. So if we consider S, if you explore S, it will become S2 S dot. If you compare A, S2 S2 A dot A B, and due to this dot I don't have any option to have any closure, so it is okay, fine. Then if you explore capital B, it will become S2 B dot B capital B small a, again no closure. And you see this dot, this one, basically nothing. This particular lambda doesn't have any significance with the actual string, right? So that means one thing we can clearly say, that whatever present over here is already a final line. There is nothing to reduce, right? So that means I can say that in the state I1, I have 3 shift move, first 3, and second last 2 was actually a reduce move, because there is nothing to shift. Lambda cannot be a valid terminal. So clearly there is a SR conflict in I1 itself, because it is rule number 1, it is rule number say 1, it is rule number 2, it is rule number 3, rule number 4, and rule number 5. So if you draw the corresponding table, say for I1, that means first row, and I have A, B, and dollar, and maybe some part will be there in the goto. I'm not interested for that part, because this part will not lead to any conflict. You can say that if we are in 1 and because of this small a, there is no shift, but I can say that I have a reduced move for this one. So R4. So that means R4, R4, and R4. I will have, because of this production rule, again I will have a reduced move R5, R5, R5. Surely it is lead to a RR conflict in LR0 table. That means it is not LR0. That means the grammar is not LR0. It is not LR0. Okay, let's see now whether it is SLR1 or not. Can I reduce this problem? Let's see. So if we proceed further from these two states, I can say that, okay, if I go proceed with this small a, I will reach to S2 A dot A B, and again I will have a lambda. So this is one table. Now from here I will have a A. So that means S2 A dot B. Fine. And then with B, I will go to S2 A B dot. And this is my final idea. Similarly, if you think for this part, I will, I can say that for B, it is S2 B, sorry, B dot B A. And due to this B, I can write B2 lambda dot. Similarly, so now if you explore with capital B, it will become S2 B dot A. And then if you explore A, it will become S2 B A dot, which is the final item. So total I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, I7, I8, I9, and I10. Total 10 states are there. So now see, among all these different states, the importance are again state number 0. Let's see what will happen for here. If you see, with respect to SLR1 table, I know that you cannot put this reduce move in the all column. Rather, you have to put reduce move in the follow of left hand side. That means follow of A. So that means let's find out what is follow of A. Let's find out follow of A. What is follow of A? Small a and small. And what is follow of B? Again small a, small. So we can see here that follow of A and follow of B is not null. From this criteria, we have seen already. Follow of A and follow of B must be not null to get RR conflict. The similar thing happening over here. And you can see, if you consider the 0th row, that is, sorry, the first row, and say A, B, dollar, and some other parts is there. Due to this follow of A, that means this particular reduce move should be placed somewhere over here, R4 and R4. Because follow of A contain A and B. So I will put this reduce move in both A and B, not in dollar. And similarly, since follow of B same thing, that means here also I have to put R5 and R5. So again, this lead to RR conflict. So that means it is not even SLR1 also. So that means one thing I can say, that as we have seen that if LR0 Parsing table does not have any conflict, then definitely SLR1 will not have. Now one more point I can add over here, that if a grammar is not SLR1 parsable then the grammar is not LR parsable. But if a grammar is SLR1 parsable, then the grammar may or may not be LR0 parsable. I mean, you can draw something like a Venn diagram. That if something is LR parsable, definitely it is also LR parsable. But if it is not LR0 parsable, then definitely that is LR1 parsable, SLR1 parsable. But if it is something is SLR1 parsable, it may not be it is LR0 parsable. It may be or may not. So we can make a relationship something like this among SLR0 and SLR1. However, we have seen that still the problem, the conflict is not possible to remove by even SLR1 also. So that's why we will move for a new type of parser, that is what we call CLR1 parser and LALR1 parser.